The information in this video should not be relied upon as a formal valuation for any of the featured computers, and no responsibility is taken for how the viewer may use or misuse this information. Whilst every effort has been made to confirm the accuracy and validity of source data used in the compilation of this report, there may be errors and/or omissions. This video may also contain my honest personal opinion. Prices quoted in this video are based on sold listings on ebay.com.au for a specified period, are in Australian dollars, and may be indicative of the Australian retrocomputing market at the time of publishing. As promised at the end of the Australian Retrocomputing Market Report for June, here's a quick video detailing some of the more interesting computers that have sold between May, June and July 2020 on the Australian market. I'm not sure whether this is going to be a one-off video or if I'm going to make a series of them, and if I do, what kind of catchy name I'm going to give it. I've given this the working title of Weird Units. Let me know what you think in the comments, but for now, we'll just get stuck into some of these more interesting machines. The IBM PCjr is considered by many to be the worst computer IBM has ever made. It was so poorly received in its home market that IBM never officially released it outside of the USA. How this PCjr ended up down under is anyone's guess, but I'm glad that at least one of these oddball early PCs made it here. Its poor reputation didn't stop the price hitting $482, which included an all-important step-down voltage converter to turn our 230-volt Antipodean electrons into 120-volt American-style ones. Introduced a full year before the original Macintosh, Apple's Lisa was the first computer to bring Xerox's pioneering graphical user interface to the mass market. Selling just 10,000 units during its 2-year production run, the Lisa has now become one of the rarest and most desirable early Apples. This example sold on the 27th of June 2020 for $1,750 buy it now, just 72 minutes after listing. The System 80 is a Tandy TRS-80 Model 1 clone that was sold by Dick Smith Electronics. It was a relatively popular machine for its day, offering almost full compatibility with the TRS-80 but at a lower price point. Despite the bold claims of being designed for Australia, the System 80 was designed in South Africa, manufactured in Hong Kong and sold as the Video Genie in the UK. These places were all part of the British Empire at some point, so I guess that's close enough. Around 11,000 units were reportedly sold, however many of these machines were eventually scrapped, with survivors estimated to be in the hundreds. A final sale price of $898 reflects the rarity of the System 80 in 2020, along with the fact that this particular unit still has its original box and is in good cosmetic condition for its age. As is often the case when a rare machine fetches strong money, other examples magically appear on eBay as a result. This unit is one of the last System 80s, known by enthusiasts as the Blue Label. The second System 80 to hit the market in as many weeks didn't manage to hit the same pricing as the first one. Maybe the market wasn't ready for a second System 80 so soon after the first one, or maybe the slightly rougher condition than the first System 80 held the price back, but $537 still seems fair for such a rare and interesting piece of Australian computing history. The Ohio Scientific 600 Superboard 2 Revision B of 1978 is a rare early single-board computer. A fairly orthodox micro by the standards of the day, the Superboard 2 features a 6502 CPU and Microsoft Basic in ROM. This example is housed in a metal case from the era, an aftermarket item sold by Dick Smith Electronics. What we have here is a quintessential example of the early hobbyist micros where the owner would need to build the machine from a kit of parts. Despite being over 40 years old, this machine is in perfect working order courtesy of the seller's refurbishment work, as detailed in the listing. While $615 may sound like strong money for a homemade computer with just 4K of RAM and no graphics, the price includes a whole bunch of talking points that money just can't buy. Until next time, see you later.